Welcome to the T Ranch Sawmill. Today we're going to attempt to install an internet radio transmitting from this shop back to our house. And I have internet here, and we have internet down at the house, but it's all DSL. And DSL was great back in the 90s when it first came out because we had dial-up modems. But now it's like the worst thing in the world to have because it's so slow. So what I'm going to do is set up this internet radio to transmit from this roof to our house roof, and we'll get that working. I'll transmit this internet ISP down to the house, so we'll have two there. And then I've also recently purchased Starlink. I'm going to install Starlink here, and so it'll be here Wi-Fi. It comes with its own router, but then I'll install an access point and transmit it to the house. So Starlink advertises 220 megabit download. We're getting about 10 on our best day here. So if this works out, the performance of it, we'll drop the two ISPs and only have Starlink. And I'm probably going to end up setting this up using a phone, and I'm going to set it up with a computer and see which one I like the best. So anyway, here we go. It's a NanoStation AC. So here's the two radios. So one will be set here, one line of sight at the house. This is the power supply. They call it power over Ethernet, but it's the power supply for both. And I think the hardest part is probably going to be getting the cable into this from the outside. So let's get started. Okay, this is the second attempt. As soon as I got started, we lost power. It's a bright sunny day here. About the only thing that's going on is maybe 10-mile-per-hour winds. Anyway, I've got a LAN cable running from the laptop. I'm going to plug it into where it says LAN. This is the NanoStation that I'm going to set up as an access point. Plugging that in. So the black cable runs here. Can you see that? Blue LED is lit. So I'm going to go to my laptop. I'm going to turn off the wireless. Maybe the crap won't pop up on me. So I'm going to try to do a screen recording too. And so don't, I'm going to switch to that if this works out. Let's see. So now I need to set the laptop up to be able to communicate with this. This is kind of like a little small network here. So I need to get the IP set for this network. So I'm going to go to Control Panel, Cord, there it goes. Start. Alright, we're back. So we're recording now. So Wi-Fi's off, so all I've got is Ethernet here. Click on that. And I'm going to go to Properties. I do this all the time in the oil field for the SCADA work that I do. So I need to go to IP4 Properties. Okay, so we don't want it to run IP automatically. We got to force it to what Ubiquiti has set their device to. 192, 168, 1.20. Subnet mask is always that. Don't ask me why. And the default gateway, I think I always put 192, 168.1, and then 20. And for the DNS, I guess it's 198, 192, 168, 1.20. I'm not going to do alternate. So again, I'm setting up the laptop, not the device. So we're going to go with that and close. and close. We'll bring open whatever this is, Internet Explorer or Edge. We're going to put in 192.168.1.20 Ubiquiti IP address. See what happens. So it says it's not private. Beware, make sure there's no Russian spies around. So we're going to go to advanced and continue. Alright, so we've got select the country. We're going to be in the United States on this one. This is really a kind of the device frequency. And I agree and continue. Okay, so this is what we're going to use to log in to this. My username. I'm just going to use admin. Admin. See if it'll take that. No, it doesn't like it. We'll put exclamation at the end. Exclamation at the end. I'd be surprised if it takes all that. So I got a piece of paper here. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Okay. So we're looking at, we're now logged into this using the laptop through the LAN cord. Now I'm going to say, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to get rid of that. Alright, we're going to go to wireless, tab right here. We're going to say we want to access, we'll turn PTP point to point. With this wireless mode, TDP framing, maximum connected clients is 60. I don't think I'm going to have but one. Alright. We're going to leave all that the same. On the SSID, I'm going to say the default is UBNT, and I'm going to say AP for access point. Alright. And wireless security. I'm going to use the same one that I just used to log in. Alright, now we're going to go to network. I think this bridge is right. Configuration. Simple. Alright. We don't want this is dynamic. We want static. 192.168.1. I'm just going to add 121. That mask is okay. It's always that. And the gateway IP 192.168.1. Let's do .1. And DNS IP is, well, this is the domain server, name server. So I'm going to go with the default, which is Google. And I'm not going to do a secondary. I'll leave all this the same. Now we're going to go to, let's see what services look like. I don't see anything there. I think I need to change. I'm going to go system. So the device name. I love defaults, but I'm going to put AP. Check for updates. No, it's on. Area view. Who cares? Okay, so I think I'm set up. So I'm going to do save changes, and we'll lose connection to it. I think what it's going to do is take that information and write it into flash, so it'll be a persistent RAM basically. So we'll see if I can log back in when it comes back, then I did it right. And then when we connect to the other one, let me stop the record. Alright. Warning, lost connection to the device. Alright, so what's going on now? Let me start my recorder. Start. Alright, so what it's saying is lost connection. That's because we changed the IP to 21. So we got 21, let's go. Make sure there's no Russian spies, hit advanced. We're trying to go to .21 now. Alright, so my login. Username, I left it admin. Password. Remember I wrote it down on this piece of paper right here. Yep, that's it. Alright. Radio management is enabled. Don't know what that is. Alright, so we've got, there's the, that's what I named it, AP, local AP. It's not connected to anything because there's no other device out there. Go to wireless. That's pretty much how I left it. There's the SSID. Go to network, bridge, simple, management. Those are all what I set it to. One thing I'm not sure about is this gateway IP. So that was network. Now we're going to go to system. Check for updates. There's my AP. It's all good. So that one's set up. While I'm in here, I'm just going to look, see what else is here. Oh, look at there. Latitude and longitude. Alright. I need to poke that in. So let's see if I can get it off my phone. I'm going to go to Google Maps. Oh, looky there. So I'm going to get the IP right there. I mean, my GPS coordinates. 32. It's going to be about 14 feet. Save changes. Alright, we are done setting up. This is the AP, and we're done setting that up. So, alright, we need to set the other one up now. It's tempting to do it with this laptop since I'm familiar with it, but I told you I was going to do the mobile. So let me get the other one out, unbox it, and I'll get back with you. The instructions that come in the box say download the app, and it's called UNMS app. I have it downloaded, and I'm going to say get started. Tap load my credential. There is no, this is not right. Let me see what I can do. Alright, the first app didn't work. So I downloaded the UISP app here. And it asked me to turn on my Bluetooth, which I thought was pretty weird. It's not finding it. I've got it powered up there. So I'm going to say there's a QR code on the back. So let's see what we can do here. QR code detected. Loco, that's it. Join. It says connecting. None of the LEDs ever give you a status. I want to do a manual setup, I guess. I don't want an access point. United States, that's fine. Continue. New password. So I'm going to put the same password that I wrote my notes on the access point. Alright, I'm back. So that's the password. If I hit save, it might reboot me. So I'm going to go to network. Bridge. This has got to be static. So this IP address is going to be one more than the last one, which the access point was 1, so this is going to be 2. Network, gateway. I never know what to put on those. Done. Management, primary DP, IP. That's the Google. 8.8.8.8. Please don't make me do an optional. This is NanoStation AC. I'm going to change this to receive. Okay. Location. Oh my goodness, I got to do that again. Should have wrote it down. Well, actually I need to go to the house to do it. We know that it's going to be like 3 meters. Oh, let's see if this works. Whoa, looky there. Well, that won't be right. I need to do it from the house. Done. Time zone. Why is it doing that crap? It needs to be Chicago. There it is. Done. That's still okay. Done. Wireless access point. That's from what I set up on the laptop. That password is what I put on the laptop. What is this, advanced? No. Okay, save. Yeah, we'll fire up the laptop and see if it's communicating from one device to the other. Okay. It said it rebooted, it reconnected. So now what I'm doing is I'm cabled back in. But first I guess I need to make some mounts, because these are pole mounts. See that? So I'm going to have to make some device to hold it onto the side of the shop and the house. So let me do that. This PEX is what I'm using for the mount, and it's very robust. Mounted, fully configured, ready to install. Hard part is got to get on the roof. A piece of flat metal, so I had to get above the headers and everything. So that's what it looks like on the outside. I see a line of sight right to the cupola on our house. So that's what I'm going to aim for. And so I'm debating on whether I put it here on this rib. Oh, you know what? Water's going to pour down. It needs to be over here. Alright, so I still have rotation. So I'm going to leave it about right there. I'll have to put a cable strap on it. The cable's coming down off the roof there. The access point is mounted where water will not pour on it. And the cable, you can't tell it here, the cable is going to allow the water to drip off and not run into that device. So I'm going to have to shut it off here for tonight. It's too dark. Alright, we're here. The next day, I've got Starlink just sitting in the yard. Cable running back into the shop. Okay, so with the Starlink laying on the ground, we have a 96 megabits per second download. Alright, just poked it through on the cupola. There's my cable. Couldn't figure out how not to drill that hole right there, but I got something that'll plug that hole. And this is the cupola on top of a roof. And looking back at the shop, can't quite see it, but it's that very corner of that shop right there. Alright, still got some rotation. That's what I need. I'm aiming it, well, that's aimed right for that shop, so that's good for that. Let's plug the hole. Okay, the PoE is plugged into this strip. This right here, this black cable, it's coming from the station, the Ubiquiti station, the receiver. This right here is the LAN cable. It's going to the Wi-Fi router. So this will transmit Wi-Fi. And we're going to do a speed test now. This is our original DSL internet. So 20 and 9, I think up there was 13 and 1. Alright, now we're going to switch to Starlink, going through the radio link into our router. So now I'm going to connect to the other SSID. Alrighty, we're going to test again. We're connected to Starlink now through our radios. Okay, so we're 4 times better download, 7 times better upload. The Starlink, remember, is just laying on the ground. So, successful. We're very successful. So what I'll do here is keep the DSL around for a month. Well, my the mount to mount it on the roof, or the wall of the roof, is going to be here in a day or so, and I can complete that installation, and then we'll give it a test run for about a month. If it's good, this is better than the DSL, so we'll release the DSL. This is $120 a month. Our DSL is $95 approximately. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, well, I'm a sawmill guy. I don't know why anybody would ask me a question about this stuff, but if you have the question, please post it as a comment and I'll get back with you. Adios, amigos.
There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere